Hello, thank you for coming to my video today, guys. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to stake to any Cardano stake pool with your Ledger Nano X or Ledger Nano S. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is actually download Ledger Live if you haven't already. If this is your first time setting this up, Ledger Live is an interface for the Ledger. It allows you to see balance of many cryptocurrencies, but you currently can't do that on Ada. So what we're going to be doing today is actually staking with Yoroi. You can actually stake with two places right now, two websites, both Yoroi and Ada Lite. I actually prefer Yoroi, so we're going to be using Yoroi in this video. I do have a video on how to use Ada Lite if you're interested in that. So the first thing you're going to do is make sure your Ledger Live is all the way up to date. If you go to Portfolio, there'll be a little update button right here. See, mine says Ledger Live accounts, and that's the accounts on the device, but I don't need to worry about that. You just need to make sure your Ledger Live is all the way up to date. Once you're done with that, you're actually going to need to go down to Manager right here. And then once the manager pulls up, you have to actually unlock your device. And what you're doing right here is you're just typing in your password, unlocking your device, and then on your device, it'll ask you to actually confirm that you're allowing this to happen. Cool, so I'm in. All right, so now that we are in here, you are going to need to go and install Cardano Ada, parentheses Ada. If you already have it installed, you need to update it to version 2.0.4. The problems that you're going to be running into if you run into problems is going to be this is not updated all the way correctly. And for this to be updated all the way, you need to have your Ledger Live all the way up to date, and you need to have your Ledger device all the way up to date. So where would you go to actually update the Ledger device? It's just going to be up here where it says Ledger Nano X or S, and it says firmware is up to date for me, 1.2.4-4, and you're going to click a little button over here on this end. So let's actually go to Yoroi. Okay, so now that we have Yoroi opened up, we just need to click Add New Wallet. If this is your first time using Yoroi, there will just be a couple prompts. It'll ask you your language. It'll ask you to accept the terms of service, and that's it. So we're actually going to go to Add New Wallet. We're going to go to Connect Hardware Wallet, Cardano, and then we have two options here. We have Ledger or Trezor. We're obviously using Ledger. Okay, so this is when you guys have to learn a little bit. So there's the Byron era wallet, and this is the read-only wallet, and the Shelley era wallet. So the reason this says read-only is because these are the old wallets. So before Cardano became decentralized and went to the Shelley era, there were just a payment public key and a payment secret key, and all you could do is send and receive funds. With the Shelley era, they have the payment public key and the payment secret key, but now there's a staking secret key and a staking public key. So if you have an old Byron era read-only wallet, because you had your ledger prior to the decentralization of Cardano, you're going to have to click this right here. And once you click this right here, it'll ask you, it'll give you a prompt and say, would you like to switch over to a Shelley era wallet? And all that is doing is generating a staking public key and a staking secret key for you, all behind the scenes, so you can delegate to any stake pool, right? So remember, if you had a ledger prior to this, click this right here, Byron era read only, switch it to a Shelley era wallet. I can't actually show you that because I don't have one, but trust me, when you click this, you'll see how to do it. It's very simple, and then you can follow the rest of the video on how to actually stake. So we're going to actually be clicking a Shelley era wallet. So then I would make sure you guys read these prerequisites right here. Click next. So this is where you actually have to have the device plugged in and ready to go. So remember how I told you how to download that Cardano Ada app within the Ledger. So you need to unlock the Ledger. You need to go to that Cardano Ada app and click on it. So then you should have heard a little boo-boo-boo on your computer, the old classic Windows sound. Click connect. Something went wrong. This happens sometimes. All right, I'm gonna figure out what the issue, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I've spent hours trying to fix this problem, and the problem was that I actually had Yoroi Nightly installed. So if you have Yoroi Nightly, you're gonna have to get rid of it to use your Ledger. So you're going to go to Add New Wallet, Cardano, Ledger Hardware, Shelly, Connect. All right, so then you're going to want to have the Ada app open on your screen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that myself. Cool. So then choose your device. I'm going to go with Ledger Nano X because that's what I'm using. Okay, so now my device is asking me export public key. You want to go ahead and double click both buttons and click confirm export public key. So it took me back to the screen. Looks like a bug. Maybe it actually did it right on. Let me go ahead and try this again. Export public key. Okay, it looked like it worked that time. All right, so we can go ahead and call this BigPay-Ledger. You guys can name that whatever you would like. So cool, we are good to go. So now all we have to do is delegate, right? So obviously you have to have at least 10 ADA in this wallet to delegate. You have one address, and you can generate more addresses if you would like. And these will all be attached to your ledger. Your private key for your ledger actually never leaves the ledger, so everything you have in here is safe. So to delegate, so this right here is actually where it's going to show, or I can actually just view this. So this is where it'll show your rewards from your pool, right? So then now you get a delegation list, and these are your options of stake pools from Ada pools, right? So the pool that I'm going to ask you to delegate to is my own. It's Bloom or Bloom 2. Let's see if we can search Bloom up here. Okay, yeah, look, so we got two pools right here, Bloom and Bloom 2. Why delegate to Bloom and Bloom 2? Well, we have a 2.5 million pledge to secure the network. We charge a 5% fee, and the minimum cost per epoch to ensure you guys the highest rewards. A higher pledge also ensures highest rewards. And as far as block producing, we've minted over, I want to say 300 blocks at this point, and we have over 2,000 different delegators that delegate to Bloom. When you delegate to a pool, you are voting with your wallet, right? And many voters have voted for Bloom. So you guys can delegate to any other stake pool, but what you need to do is just search it up, and you want to click delegate. After you click delegate, it's going to generate the transaction. It's going to cost about 2.17 ADA for the fee. I actually don't have any ADA in this wallet, but all it's going to do is come up with a screen right here. It's going to ask you to type in your password. And then after you type in your password, you can come back to the transactions list right here. It'll show a new transaction. And then after that, any ADA that you have in this wallet will be delegated at the snapshot. So their epochs are 5 days long in Cardano. So every 5 days is a new epoch. At the epoch boundary, the switch between epochs, there is a snapshot taken. So say you have 10,000 ADA in your wallet today, you're delegated to Bloom 2, and the snapshot comes. Well, you start earning blocks for that snapshot the following epoch, and then if you add 5,000 more ADA in there, it'll automatically add it to the staking or to the delegation system that you have at the change of the next epoch, right? So once you guys are delegated, you guys are good to go. It's sit and forget. You are a ledger individual, so I'm sure that's what you want to do. You want to stake and forget. But as always, if you guys have any questions on this video, feel free to comment down below. I really would appreciate it. I appreciate all the support lately. But if you guys run into any problems, I have a Discord server where I help everybody out personally. I also help people out personally in my comment section down below. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Happy staking. Ledger is finally here for Yoroi. I got a Charles Hoskinson podcast in 2 hours. I'm really excited. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. It's a great day. I hope you guys have a great day too. Goodbye.